Boys and girls, something a little bit different for you today. Something I've never done before on the channel. We've got a stream highlights video from my new stream series over on Twitch. I've started a Road to Glory with Grantham. I explain all about it in the actual clips that are to come. But this is all thanks to Jamie, who got in touch and said, I'll edit together your stream for you if you want. And I was like, go on then, we'll see how it goes down. It's basically on a trial basis at the moment. So if you like having stream highlights appear here on the channel, the only way to make sure they stick around is to show your support for them. So if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, make sure you leave a thumbs up, because leaving a thumbs up will make sure it gets pushed out to more people on the recommended, so they're more likely to see it. I have a regular sort of view level in mind for where these stream highlights will need to be for us to justify carrying on and doing them, because long term, the editing is a lot of work, and a lot of work costs money, and you know, it needs to be able to justify being done. I've not got the time in my day to sit and edit down a full stream into highlights packages, but Jamie's done a really good job. So if you like it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And yeah, enjoy the highlights of the first stream. If you want to continue watching this save live as it happens, I'll be streaming it live on Twitch again tonight, 7 o'clock, twitch.tv/LOLLUJO, so you can come and hang out with us there. We pick up pretty much where this video leaves off at the start of the first season and trying to figure out how to put together a winning team and tactics and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be cool to have you come over there. And if the video works well, you'll probably see some highlights of that come up in a few days too. I'm going to throw you back to Past Kev, and he's going to tell you all about it. Hello, how are we all doing? Welcome to a new save, boys and girls. This is probably going to be the last save I start on FM21. And I wanted to do something that I've never done before, but I'm aware of from my days way back when I used to go on the Sports Interactive forums regularly. And I always remember a thing called the Dafuge Challenge. Anyone who's ever been on the forums will know about the Dafuge Challenge. Pharmaco Crazy, thank you for the 12 months. So that's what I did. I loaded up England and various nearby leagues, but I loaded them up, holidayed forward a year, and then had a look to see who the newly promoted clubs were, because of the absolute madness of what's gone on in football over the last 2 years. There was a lot of clubs came up as well. If we can actually have a look at the clubs who came up. So these were my choices. So if we go to England, season summary, my choices were Merthyr, Hensford, Rushall, Poole, Gosport, Chesham, Grantham, Bamber Bridge, and Farnborough. They're all the newly promoted clubs. And I was tempted by Poole, because I remember going to Poole Pottery quite a lot as a kid. Bamber Bridge, I think, is a fun name. But Grantham's just down the road from where we used to live. Andy's favourite church in the world is in Grantham. Grantham's a place we used to go quite regularly. We'll probably go to at some point over the next few weeks. Certainly once the summer holidays get up and running, we're quite likely to end up in Grantham. So I figured if we do Grantham, then I might be able to go and take a picture of me outside the ground doing a thumbs up. My plan is, if we're doing a Dafuge Challenge, which I'm not going to call it that, I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to just, I've taken the premise. I holidayed forward and I've jumped onto one of the newly promoted clubs. But it's going to be a Road to Glory. I think unless something dramatic happens, this is going to be a one club save. Yeah, you can see that I holidayed forward a year. The man has retired. The man who holidayed forward for a year. I've started with no coaching badges, Sunday League footballer reputation, attributes the dirt worst. I mean, the attributes are a disaster. The game thinks I'm going to play a Route 1. Inexplicably, I'm being paid £750 a week at a club that basically can't afford my salary for the year. How much is £750 a week over the course of a year? We're just doing a little bit of quick mathematics. 750 times 52. So my salary for the year is going to be £39,000. After they've paid me, there's going to be £3,500 left to run the football club for the year, and £3,000 of that's going on wage budget. You can see we've got a lot of spare wage budget, because as with some of these newly promoted clubs, because I've never started a save on this PC before. We're going to get a few of them pop up. But as you can see, we've not got much in the way of a squad. How many actual players is that? That's so 17 people, but 1, 2, 3, 4 of it. So we've got a 13-man squad. Do we have under 23s? There's one guy in the under 23s and no under 18. So we have 14 players. So we're going to have to bring in some players. Facilities wise, as you can see, confirmation, we are the Gingerbreads. This club's been going since 1874, which is baffling to me. This club's been going nearly 60 years longer than Peterborough United. No, more than 60 years longer, which is insane. Was Grantham even a place back then? I find that so difficult to believe. But we play in the South Kesteven Sports Stadium. I used to live in South Kesteven District Council in my old house, which has a capacity of 3,960, 650 seated, which is wrong, I think, because it's 7,550 seated, according to Wikipedia. That was built in 1991. Other than that, we've not got much in the way of facilities. Just make sure there's no affiliate clubs. Good. There are not. So, yeah, the plan from here, we're just doing a road to glory. It's going to be a one-club save. We're going to try and win the Premier League and the Champions League from this starting position as a newly promoted team into the Conference North with only 13 players. The media are expecting us to finish rock bottom with 600 to 1 for promotion. Oh, God. One of 5 newly promoted teams. And I imagine we've got the 2 worst, best players around. Oh, we haven't, actually. In fact, we've got a player who's not too bad. He's almost a quarter of the way up. Jack Stobbs. He's not awful. Right, let's figure out what the hell we're going to do to at least not get relegated. Because if we get relegated, we'll get sacked. Because there's no playable leagues below this one. So there is that jeopardy in the first season of relegation, meaning a sacking. And then I guess the end of the save. Club culture is signing players under the age of 23 for the first team. I'm almost tempted to make it a rule. I know we've done under 18s only in the home save. Do we make under 23s only a rule? Or is that going to make it even harder than it already is? I guess we need to see what kind of players come up on scout reports and things first. We'll use it as a guideline maybe rather than a rule. Aidan, thank you for the sub. Srini Venkatesh, thank you for the sub as well. Thank you to both of you. We need to work within our wage budget, which should be doable. Fight bravely against relegation, reach the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Cup, and be competitive in the Fat Cup. I mean, we can be competitive in the Fat Cup. That's doable. Right. At least we can look at a team report now. Work out who our best players are. So our best player, we already know, is Jack Stobbs. But he's probably not going to be here. Can we offer proper contracts? We are semi-pro. So, I mean, should we be offering Jack Stobbs a contract? Or should we be focusing on signing players? I feel like he's going to be asking for a lot of money here. Stobbsy! How you doing? Oh. Dastix, thank you very much for the sub. I mean, we are definitely going to improve the coaching team. So we're going to bring in some coaches. We should stop doing this. For context, our budget is like $2,500 a week. Between me and Stobbsy, that's it. I haven't got the heart to tell him. I'm just going to get up and leave the room. What a moron that boy is. What a moron. Right, Craig reckons we should do one of these systems. I'm inclined to believe him. We do a direct counter-attacking 4-4-2. I think that's the right move in the circumstances. So based on that, what have we got? Ashley Worsfold. He's got better finishing than most players at home, which is a good sign. 11 goals last year. Stobbsy's all right, isn't he? And Gamthy, he's a decent player we've got in on trial off of Leicester. I feel like we've had Adam Leathers in a save at some point. I don't remember when. Sid, thank you for the bits. 442, one of those saves then. I don't even know what one of those saves means. What did you expect me to be doing in the team expected to finish bottom of the Conference North? I'm going to do an asymmetrical 4-2-1-2-3-4 gegenpressing tiki-taka with inverted central midfielders. Of course I'm doing a 4-4-2. Have any of these players signed yet? No. We're just going to wait for this first batch to go through. When's our first league game? 3rd of August. We've got time to take our time a little bit and put together a bunch of players. I think. I hope there's going to... Right, here we go. Talking of hope, my first signing. I mean, that's prophetic. Our first signing at our new club, playing at Tier 6 for the first time in their history. Our first player is called Hope. It brings a tear to my eye. Come on, Joey. Welcome to our new captain, everybody. Joey Hope. Right, we have our second signing. Arkel Jude Boyd is a right winger. He would be our 4th best. Oh, God. He's got potential. That's all that matters. Just take any of these. Anyone who wants to come in, get them in. Get them all in. Right, we have a physio. Why have we got a fat physio? Oh, he's in charge of fitness. Loads of players signing now. Oh, look at all these footballers. This is doing transfers now. Ryan Holland's got a grumpy on. We know what, Ryan Holland. That's easy to resolve. Bye. There you go. That's not a bad, for a newly promoted team, that's not a bad off-the-field setup that we've got there now, that we've assembled in double quick time over the course of the summer. It's taken us like 3 weeks. We have no more transfers due to come in. So let's now get rid of the trialists that are here. So if we terminate trials and then see how many players that leaves us with. Oh God, not many. So we have 15 players. How the hell have we gone through? How have I added £4,000 a week to the transfer budget and ended up with one more player than I had before? How have we signed all those players and ended up with one more player than we had before? I've got a bit overexcited releasing some of these non-contract players, I think. Oh dear. Under 23s, right, we can bring him up. He has to come up into the first team squad. And he's just not good enough. We have to pretend he doesn't exist. So we have 16 players. Now we can add some loans and we're fine. All right, so our back four, let's have a look at what the team's going to be. Not necessarily going with whatever selection advice says here, but let's... So we've only got one goalkeeper. Hope is our only left back. Drew is a right back. Okay, so we're not arguing with any of this so far. Stobbs on that side. Patter on that. Yeah, this all makes sense. This has actually picked the best players, hasn't it? coach's hand. This is why I often go with this. Right, so he is an advanced forward. And he is a poacher. Or you can play pressing forward. So, yeah, leave him on pressing forward then. Stobbsy, when he plays on the left, wants to be an inverted winger. He's a right footer. We can work with that. And then I wonder, now we brought all these players in, I thought we might be able to do wing play. We've got a fancy winger. Of course, we'd rather do wing play than this nonsense we were just looking at. Stobbsy, can you stay wide? Can you play as a winger? I don't know that I want you inverting unless Joey can be our only hope, charging forward on the left there. With his 4 crossing and his 1 dribbling, we're going to play him on attack. What's the worst that could happen? So you want him inverting. He's going to be... Can you play target man? At 5'9", probably not. So you can be a pressing forward. On support. Yeah, you can do that. So you're a central midfielder on attack, right? Are you? What foot do you use, Malone? You're right only. You are right. So what we actually want is you kind of dropping back in there. And then you doing that. Can you play box to box? Not very well. You're all right doing that. Okay. You can play box to box. Interesting. But then you want to be more attacking. Can you tackle at all? Not too bad. Not too bad. So we could even go for the old faithful box to box deep lying playmaker. And then do you what? What have I just done? What did I just do? Mess them two up is what I just did. You are a central defender on defend. You are central defender on defend. So leave you both as that. And you want to be a sweeper keeper. You ain't being a sweeper keeper in this system. We're going to go a bit more positive. So we've got you, and you on attack. That works for me. I really want Stobbsy over on that side. So I think we really need a good left winger. Well, there you have it, folks. It's actually part 1 of Stream 1. We've got a part 2 of Stream 1 coming up, which is going to be the first few matches of the season, which seemed like a more sensible way to do it. Keep them in nice little manageable chunks. But hopefully you enjoyed the stream highlights package. If you did, like I said at the start, make sure you leave a big thumbs up on there. It really will give me an idea of if you want to see this kind of content continue on the channel, or if you're just happy with it being stream replays on the LOLLUJO Live or checking it out live on Twitch. But if you want to see more of the save, Twitch tonight. I'll leave you there for now, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers, folks.